Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 43 of Less Platinum Dark Souls Remastered. Alright, so one thing to note before we continue on to the next area is that killing Nito causes Patches to become a merchant here in the Firelink Shrine. So let's talk to him real quick.
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant now. And wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you. There you are. Have a nice look at them. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
Okay, so we can learn a gesture, frustration, which is what he gives us in Dark Souls 3 as well. And I can't remember where he is in 2. Is he in 2? I'm sure he is, I just can't remember where. Anyway. Okay, purchase items. So he has 3 Eyes of Death for sale. As you can see, you can only gain a total of 3. But we can. I chose to just farm the rest from the basilisks, so we don't need any more of those. He has 1 Divine Blessing, but it costs 20,000 souls. Remember that the one we bought from Rhea only cost 1,000, so that's highway robbery. Don't worry about that. Prism stones, we don't need those. What it does is it allows you to mark the path and you can drop and listen to check heights, but when you play the game enough you kind of just understand, or you know where they are. Humanities, looks like he only has 3 as well. Twin Humanities, he only has 1. Nothing worth it. He has Heal and Great Heal Excerpt, you can buy them from him as well, but no point. He has a Crescent Axe, a Mace, a Canvas Talisman, a Firelink Talisman. Now here's an annoying thing. Technically, we need this item, the Crescent Axe, for the Knight's Honor trophy. It costs 10,000. If we kill him, he drops it anyway. But I kind of don't want to kill him, especially not on this playthrough. And I don't think I'll end up killing him anyway. So I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy it. Let's have a look. Well-used old bronze battle axe with a long hilt and a crescent-shaped blade. One of the blessed weapons of the Way of White. The Crescent Axe is bequeathed to cleric warriors who have proven their faith. So let's buy that. It's annoying, but we have to. And he sells cleric gear as well as each of the masks. So what was the one we got? So I think we got the child, right? It raises... Well, anyway, each of them does something different. Raises stamina recovery speed for the child. Raises HP. Oh, we got the... Yeah, we got the mother. Sorry, that's right, because it raised HP by quite a bit. And the father raises equipment load, which is nice. We don't need those, so we're not going to buy them. We'll talk to him a bit more to see what he has to say. He has a lot to say about different characters in the game, so let's go.
Here, have you met that backwoods Shiva? Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is trouble. I can see it in his eyes. I just can. No doubt about it. Watch him.
Okay, so it's a bit tricky, but like, I guess we're supposed to not trust Patches, so basically anything that he says about other characters, just think the opposite. So Shiva should be like fine. There's nothing really that wrong with him. But I think there is one character he talks about where he's on the money, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Have you met that sunbathing Solaire? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's a complete idiot. But he happens to be an awfully strong idiot. So just nod your head and keep him on your side.
Yeah, that's about right. I don't know how much of an idiot Solaire is. There's not really anything that he does. I think that's completely stupid, at least nothing that I can think of, so there's some truth to that. What's the next one?
Wait, have you met Petrus, that self-proclaimed cleric? Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics.
That one could be true, because I believe it's Petrus that kills Rhea, or has a potential to kill Rhea in the Undead Parish. I can't remember if that's the case, so if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me, but I think it's Petrus that has a chance to kill, so he could be kind of right on that one.
Boy, have you met Lautrec the Embraced? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's completely mad. He wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down, so watch out for him. Especially if you've humanity to spare.
Okay, so yeah, he can also, he's right about Lautrec. He's kind of a big dick. He'll kill like anyone, and Lautrec's pretty evil. Anyone else?
I'm done with the looting.
No.
I'm a humble merchant now, and wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you.
Alright, so that's all he has to say.
Good stuff, eh? Don't you forget who got it for you.
Okay, that's all we have to do with patches. Let's move on to the next area. Now here's a tricky thing. I've got a lot of souls and I don't want to waste them. However, I can't really use them on anything at the moment. I could power up my pyromancy flame, but it might be more worthwhile to upgrade my character a little bit, so like finally. So let's do that instead. Let's get a bit more. Well, how many points do I have? So I have 5 available. So let's do that, and maybe a bit more endurance. Let's go 1-1, and then we'll try and do another vitality and another endurance point. We'll do something like that. So our dex will increase our damage for the halberd. Okay, let's move on to the next area, which is in Anor Londo. So we're finally going to go to the Duke's Archives, which is a place that we have technically been able to go ever since we got the Lord Vessel, but obviously I only gave the Lord Vessel to Frampt later, so yeah. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about Solaire. We will do that a little bit later. I kind of want to wait. There might be a better opportunity to complete that task, or to, you know, go join that covenant a little bit later instead of right now. Let's see how long it takes to... Oh, almost 2-shot, nice. Cool. I was like, I better have my covetous silver serpent ring on. I do, and let's pop the pop that bad boy on as well. Okay, so the Duke's Archives. The Duke's Archives are probably one of the most frustrating areas of the game, especially if you die. Like, obviously, pretty much anywhere is frustrating if you die, but the Duke's Archives are especially frustrating. I want to see. I think the shield. I think the Black Knight shield. It's way too heavy. That's frustrating. All right, so. Oh wow, the Silver Knight shield is actually better overall than the Black Knight shield. And it's lighter too. Okay, interesting. Alright, so here's a boar, and he is quite strong. So, you know what? Let me try this. See if I can approach him a little bit. Nope. He saw me. Or he didn't see me. Okay, that does like almost nothing. Like, well, my damage that is. His damage is completely insane. Time to change that back. Did he kill me? How did he not kill me? Yeah, let's not muck around. Come on. Oh man, he's a jerk. I don't know how to beat this guy like easily. Or at least without dying. Let's see how much damage like a halberd swing does. Yeah, not really much. I don't know why he's not taking notice of me now. Alright, we got him. He should have a chance to drop his helm. And I think he did. Yep, the Fang Boar helm. I think it is stronger than our current helm, but it's a lot heavier. So it's not really worth it. There really is no good way to beat this guy, at least not that I know of. You only have to fight him twice. There's the one that we just fought, and there's this one as well. So let's see. Oops. It's fine, just get out of the way. You can kind of roll around him, I guess. And once you learn all of his attacks, it's not that hard. If you stay directly behind him, he'll kick you with his legs. Be wary of that. Damn, I tried to roll out of the way, but came up to me too quickly. See if I can get out of the way here. Ah, run. Poke. Poke. Okay, good. Alright, we're pretty safe now. I just have to remember something because there's a bonfire coming up, but I don't want to. You'll notice that I've tried to not kindle any other bonfire. I've tried to just kindle the Firelink Shrine one and leave that as kind of my main bonfire. But I'm just trying to remember if this is a bonfire that we can use to warp to. I don't think it is, which kind of sucks. Oh, but hang on, they're one-time kill enemies. Screw it. I don't want to edit anything out at the moment. I was gonna like warp back to Firelink Shrine, use the bonfire, and then warp down Orlando and just make it here, but let's just keep going. We'll see what we can do. Even though this area is frustrating. If it gets, if it gets out of control, I'll just do it again. Alright, so now be wary with these little skeleton dudes. They're crystal skeletons, and they do an insane amount of damage to you, which is why finally I've decided to like upgrade my vitality a little bit more. The jumping attack that they do with their sword is very damaging. Sadly, none of the crystal weapons that they drop are worth anything. Like, if you try and sell them to, especially when they're powered up like that, they do more damage, I think. Even if you want to sell them to, what's his face, to Frampt, I think they're only worth 1. I don't know why, but that's just what they decided to do. Alright, this crystal golem, this blue crystal golem, is how we get to the DLC. If you have done what I did with the Dusk of Ulasil, you'll get the broken pendant. There you go, there's an example of how much damage the jumping crystal attack can do. If you got the if you saved the Dusk of Ulasil from the crystal golem like I did in the lake area, then killing that crystal golem will give you the broken pendant. Getting the broken pendant gives you access to DLC. Now here, this enemy here, this channeler, we fought him before. Remember, we fought him near the whoa, careful, near the gargoyles area, just before it. Fine. How the hell did that get me? Grab this soul of a brave warrior. He has a chance to drop his Channeler's Trident, which is another weapon that we require for the Knight's Honor trophy. So we want to be a little bit lucky on that one. We'll get it at some point, but if we don't get it now, that's fine. Very tricky. Sometimes you want to target, sometimes you don't want to target. Another thing, it's not super important right now, but I guess I'll mention it just so that it becomes something to keep note of. We're almost done with like being able to purchase stuff from vendors. This is not a mimic, so we can open it. And being able to purchase all the stuff that we need from vendors in terms of like soul usage. Logan is going to be here soon. I can't actually remember where he is. I'm trying to picture where to find him, but I can't remember. Anyway, we'll get to him eventually. And when we do, he will have more spells for us to buy. You need to have at least, I think it's 100,000 souls to purchase the spells that he has. He only has 2. I think one is worth 40,000, the other is worth 60,000. So you need to have at least 100,000 souls. So try and make sure that, like, your biggest thing right now is to not spend any souls. Like, obviously I had 144,000 before, so you might be going like, oh, why did you spend all those souls if you knew that? Mainly because getting through this entire area without without dying and keeping all the souls is insanely hard, because there's so many different places you have to go, so many different enemies you have to get past, all that kind of stuff. Plus, okay, you get a Crystal Knight Shield, plus you're going to get like so many... this is almost as good as the R one, but it's crystal, so it has very low durability, and also it's still not that great. Its stability is good, but did I pick something up from this guy? I wish there was like a recent tab. If I did, it was probably just a soul, because I would have taken note of what it was. I think that's it. Let me just check down here real quick. Pretty confident that's every enemy here in this first area. There's no sneaky items. There was that one there. Check on this side. Yeah, so it's extremely difficult. Look at this book. to get through this area without dying, and hence why I decided, you know, I'll spend all those souls, I'll use them to level up instead of losing them completely and not using them on anything. Because after I purchase everything with those souls, then the only thing I really have to use them on, or really could use them on, is levels or ascending my pyromancy flame. I thought of ascending my pyromancy flame as well, but I was like, screw it, it's not a big deal. Alright, so now we come up here, and this part is, and this part gets, I reckon, every single player. I don't think there's a player. Oh, there's this guy. He should drop all his gear, or we get it some other place. He's like a crystal warrior or whatever. Let's see, does he drop anything? Okay, no he doesn't. But we'll get his gear later. He's got like a crystalline set. I think it's outside. Oh, hello. Was that always there? And yeah, twinkling tight. Yeah, it was. one soul. Yeah, so I think this part here in particular gets every single player. I don't think there is a player in the history of Dark Souls who made the correct decision here. Before you go through this door, make sure you equip yourself with a rare ring of sacrifice. And the reason is because we are going to fight Seath the Scaleless, and we must die in order to continue. You have to die. Main reason being, if we try throwing a great fireball at Seath, look at his health. It didn't move at all. Oh yeah, ignore those crystals. I'm trying to just make sure. I think you have to actually... Alright, well anyway, it didn't work, but he died. We died. And because we have the rare ring of sacrifice on, it says something, rare ring revival. We got to keep all of our souls, all of our humanity, our human form, and we also don't get cursed, which is actually what was happening there with the crystals. So rare ring of sacrifice shattered. So make sure we are now further into the Duke's archives. Make sure you put the where is it? The covetous gold serpent ring back on. Let's light the bonfire. We could technically use it, but there's no reason to right now. There's a man serpent here. If you poke him with the halberd, you can gain access to the archive tower cell key, and we can free ourselves. But before we do that, we want to take out these guys. Be careful here, because these guys, remember, they hurt. If you see them rearing up for that jump attack, or even whatever they just did there, get ready to avoid. Ow. Okay, good. Prematurely said ow. Alright, this door we cannot unlock yet. We have to unlock it in a different way. It's actually essentially a way to get back in here. Yeah, let's rest at the bonfire. The only problem is I don't have enough time. Actually, let me repair. I don't have enough time to go through this area. Can we level up? Yeah, we can. Let's put another point in vitality. Make sure our health is nice and stocked. Oh yeah, I should be trying to conserve souls as well. Oh, okay, we get a little... Ah, you know what? Alright, I'll see what we can do. Because I don't have enough time. Okay, so this guy pulls a switch. He starts a really frustrating and annoying tune, and that causes a whole bunch of enemies to just like start heading up the stairs, including the man serpents, which are just here. If you can get... Okay, so they're going to run past. I don't know why exactly. I like to try and kill them, but... Yeah, sometimes you can't. Can this guy attack me? Come on, come on. Nope. Hey, I got him. I don't know where he went, but I got him. Hey, we got the manserpent greatsword. Brilliant. So I'm probably gonna have to stop at this this bonfire anyway. So these guys are coming. They're pretty strong as well, but only if they attack you. So you just have to make sure you hit them twice, and then boom, you got them. Excellent. Okay, I will... Yeah, so I'm out of time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rest at the bonfire. I think that... Let me just have a look at what happens when I rest. Okay, so they're back. Okay, that's what I wanted. If I could have that attack, that was going to help out a lot. Ah, are you serious? Get him, 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 get him. Yeah. Oh, that was funny. Okay, awesome. And it looks like, yeah, they're still coming up. I'm gonna just use the bonfire and we'll try and do this next time. But essentially our objective is to get down to the bottom, which is, yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but we'll get through it. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 43 of Less Platinum Dark Souls Remastered. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.